Hello everyone, this is Marcus with another video. This one's going to be on Quickbooks Online. So let's get started. This is going to be about how to create a chart of accounts. So the very first thing you want to do is, I'm in a sample company, so there's already information in here, but we're going to create a new chart of accounts. So before you even dive into QuickBooks and set up your banking, your sales, your vendors, your customers, the very first thing you want to do is set up your chart of accounts. You want to take about between 10 and 15 minutes to decide, okay, here's my company. What does my company do? What kind of expenses I'm going to have? What kind of revenues I'm going to have? You want to create your chart of accounts. So the first thing you want to do is how to get to chart of accounts is you want to go to the left-hand side, go to accounting, and go to chart of accounts. So like I said, this is the sample company in QuickBooks. If you want to go to your sample company in QuickBooks, you'll just click on this gear icon and you're going to find sample company. So here's the information that's in the sample company right now. This is the chart of accounts that they have. Now we're going to create some chart of accounts just to make it, just so I can show you how to do it. So this is the company that I created. Sample company is called Marcus Real Estate. So we're going to say we're a real estate investor. So let's get started. So what kind of stuff will real estate investors have? So let's go to new. The very first thing we're going to have is a checking account. So we're going to go to account type bank. We want to go to detail type checking. So we'll just name this, I bank with Chase, so we'll just name it Chase checking account. Or you can put like the Chase and an account number, but we're just going to keep it simple. I'm just going to put Chase checking account, and then I'm going to go to save and close. Pretty painless, right? Let's add a few more accounts. Let's say we have a savings account. We're going to go back to new. We're going to go to account type bank again. Detail type, we're going to go to savings. And we're just going to name this Chase Savings account. And we're going to go to save and close. Now, let's say we have a credit card. Credit cards are used a lot in business, so we're going to go to new. We're going to go to account type. We're going to go to credit card. And we're just going to name this Chase credit card. And we're going to go to save and close. So what else would a real estate investing type of company have? Well, we buy properties, so we need to create one for properties. We're going to go back to new. We're going to go to account type, and we're going to go to fixed assets. We're going to go to detail type, and we're going to go to buildings. We're going to change buildings to properties. Or you can name it rental properties or something like that, but you kind of see the gist that we're going for. Then we're going to want to track depreciation on this asset. Because, when we buy our properties, we need to track depreciation, but we're not going to get too much into that right now. So now we're going to go to save and new. I'm not going to do save and close just for time's sake. I want to just make this video as quick and simple as possible. Now we're going to go to save and new. So now we created one for properties. Now what else could we have? We'll probably have a mortgage payable on our real estate properties. So go to mortgage payable, we're going to go to long-term liabilities. And we're going to go to notes payable. We're going to change the name to mortgage payable. And then we're going to go to save and new. So remember, for mortgages payable, you're going to go to account type long-term liabilities, detail type notes payable, and the name is going to be mortgage payable. And we're going to go to save and new. Now, what kind of expenses are we probably going to have? So it's easy for expenses. All expenses, the account type is going to show up under expenses. Any expense that you're going to create is going to show up under account type expenses. Now, let's say we have advertising and promotional. So we'll just go to save and new. Let's say we advertise on maybe Craigslist or Facebook or something like that. We'll go to save and new. So QuickBooks has already created an account name for this. So if you see this, you can just stop there. So that's good. This account has already been created. Advertising / promotional. So let's say we're going to have bank charges. We probably have bank charges from either a bank or something else, maybe something else just like that. So we're going to go to save and new. All right, good. This account type is already being used too, so that's good. What else could we have? We're going to have insurance. So we'll go to save and new. So we're going to have insurance. And once again, this account is already on here. So the good thing about QuickBooks is it already brings some chart of accounts in, generic chart of accounts that most businesses will have, like insurance, advertising, and something. Let's create another one that we know QuickBooks won't have. So let's do one for, let's say we rent or lease a building. So we're just going to name this rent expense. So then we're going to go to save and new. That's been saved now. So let's create one more. Let's say we have office supplies. So we're going to go to office / general administrative expenses. And then we're just going to name this office supplies. And then we're just going to go to save and close. So I hope this video was helpful for you. We just talked a little bit about how to set up chart of accounts. If you like the channel, subscribe. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a lot more of these videos in the future, from how to connect your bank accounts, your credit cards, or entering in expenses, recording revenue, setting up your products and services in QuickBooks, how to run reports. So this is just the beginning. This is the very first thing you want to do when you set up your QuickBooks. You want to set up your chart of accounts. This is what drives your accounting when you're doing your transactions. So you need to make sure your accounts are set up to the best that you can set it up. You can always change them later, but you want to have a solid start when doing this. It'll make things a lot easier going forward. So you guys take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Like I said, subscribe if you really like this video. And like I said, I'm doing more of these videos. And you take care and enjoy the rest of your day.